One of the ways I managed to lose my post-pregnancy weight and keep it off, for now my last one is 5 years, is through exploring fasting mechanisms. And I think this is one of the ways you can increase the momentum of your weight loss or of your health, and that you can see fast and significant gains in your journey. My name is Dr. Sess. I'm a public health specialist. All things health and fitness is my passion. So let's get down to this. In my previous videos, I did elaborate on fasting as a science and the benefits of fasting. So today we are going to get into the details of how can you, as a beginner or someone who's used to fasting, how can you make that work for you in your weight loss and your health benefits. And here we're going to talk a bit about two methods of fasting. I'm going to talk about intermittent fasting, and I'm going to talk OMAD, which is 1 meal a day type of fasting. In my previous video, I did explore that once you have been in a fasted state for at least 13 to 15 hours, you start to get into the autophagy phase where your body starts to self-heal. But then not only that, is that your body starts to reconstitute the hormones that are being produced. If you're often eating and feeding according to time or habits, especially frequent habits without being hungry or giving your body time to kind of use up the energy in your stores, then you don't see these gains. And by the time you are reaching 13 to 15 to 16 hours, your body starts to utilize the fat stores as its sources of energy, which means that if weight loss is your intended objective, then this is when your body starts to break down the fat that is stored in your body. So what is intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is when you're eating within a window period. So then you have a fasted state of the various time schedules, but my favorite one is 16-8. So which means if I eat my dinner by 8 o'clock, I'm staying until the next day 12 o'clock, and that is when I will eat my first meal. So then I will have done 16 hours in a fasted state. What does it mean to be in a fasted state? It means you're not taking anything that's going to elevate your glucose. So then in this essence, it means that I am taking non-calorific fluids, and this includes water, includes infusions of tea. I love me some green tea, herbal infusions like hibiscus tea. For those that prefer it and that can withstand, you can do lemon water, lemon and ginger water, you can do mineral water. So then as long as you're keeping it within the liquids that have no additives, no sugars in them, so then that means steer off juices, steer off soda. If you're going to take coffee, it's black coffee without sugar and without milk, so that you are in this fasted state and you're staying within the window of fasting state. So then that is the 16-8. Let's talk about the OMAD. OMAD is 1 meal a day. And 1 meal a day doesn't mean that you are taking snacks, you're taking fluids that have calories in them like soda, tea, and then you eat 1 meal. That's not what OMAD means. OMAD means that if I have my meal at 8 p.m., I am going to stay for 22 to 24 hours before I have my next meal. Okay? And within that fasted state, then I am taking my infusions, my black coffee without sugar, my water in whatever way I want. And here's a trick. If you do OMAD or 1 meal a day for a long time, especially for women, it can have some negative effects like hair loss. It can mess with your hormones. So then one of the things to do is to mix and match your fasting habits. How do I do mine? I have almost always been on 16/8 fasting state. And what this has managed to do is that it has managed to stabilize my chaotic food habits. So I don't obsess about food. It keeps me in a very energetic state because I work out in the morning. I don't eat, but then I don't feel hungry. My hunger comes around 11 o'clock. So then I know by 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I'm going to have my first meal. So I will do 16/8. In a week, I will do this for 5 days or for 4 days. And what I like to do is that within 5 days, then one of those days in a week, I will do an OMAD fasting. And what this does is that it kind of puts your body into the next gear. So then if you're doing one fasting method over a long time, your body kind of gets used to it. So then if you're matching one steady state fasting habit like the 16/8, which kind of mimics your normal fasted state, then if you add 1 day or even 2 days within a week, so then it would be if you're doing 7 days and you do 5 days of 16/8 and 2 days of OMAD, that's 5 and 2. And there are other ways of mixing and matching it, but my favorite one is that within 7 days I'm doing at least 3 days of 16/8 and I'm doing 2 days of OMAD, or I'm doing 4 days of 16/8 and then I'm doing 1 day of OMAD. And within those 7 days, I will have at least 1 day or 2 days, and those ones often match with my workout rest day. So then I will work out Monday to Friday and rest Saturday and Sunday. But then the same Saturday and Sunday, I try not to be in a fasted state so that by the time I resume again on Monday, then I am energized, I'm not stressed out, I'm hanging out with my kids, I'm having a holistic life generally. So I hope I've clarified a bit in terms of the fasting habits. Over time, I will walk through the other fasting typologies, how you can go about that, what you can eat after your fasted period, and what are the side effects of fasting, how can you manage that. And I hope that's something that you're interested to find out. Thank you for those that have subscribed. If you feel that my content is speaking to you, it's helping you, I appreciate all the likes, the shares. Please do subscribe to my channel and share with your friend. Until next time, bye-bye.